the reason I'm standing here on this front porch. And I think back to 1877, there was a man named Micajah Cooper Adams that was born in Salter Path. And we can't fathom what life was like back then. There was no bridge. It was a barrier island. But there was a population of about 20 people there, and he became a very prominent figure over there. He was a boat builder. He was a coffin maker. He was a member, a deacon in the church, and he was engaged to be married to someone else other than Betty. Betty was born near Otway in 1881. She went to Marshallburg Academy to receive a teaching certificate and became a teacher at Diamond City when Diamond City was in its prominence back in the 1890s. She transferred to Salter Path, which was then called Rice Path, and they met. He broke off the engagement, married my great-grandmother in 1910. So we really don't know. Phyllis, am I getting the facts right so far? Good. Phyllis is right here to keep me straight. If I get a date wrong, she will. I haven't messed up yet. I'm good.
Don't mess up.
Okay, I'll try. So they married in 1910. We suspect that KG wanted to concentrate on his boat building, and when you have a population of 20 people in Salter Path, it's probably difficult to do. So he sailed over across Bogue Sound, right down here on 14th Street, and he would work on this house. He bought this property for $100 on August 24th, 1918. We know they moved in this house in 1919, and then he had a boatyard down on 14th Street, and he built boats down there until 1952 when he passed away at 75. His last boat was named after Phyllis. There's several people that I want to honor today, really 6. KG and Betty, obviously, they started all this. But there are 4 people who grew up on this property. In 1940, Phyllis was born, I don't know where you were born, but I know you spent a lot of time here. Phyllis she knows everything about the Promised Land. She loves it here. And sometimes I've blamed her for getting into this, but it's been a good thing. She's really been an inspiration to me, and I'm really happy she's here today. Phyllis has not been in this house in over 30 years, and when we're finished here, Phyllis is going to be the first one to lead us into the house. So right after Phyllis was born, my Aunt Nellie Dean was born. She was born at the old hospital and lived in this house.
No, I was born here.
You were born in this house, okay. So Deanie was born here, so I guess Deanie is the oldest
No,
person.
she's 3 weeks older.
No,
than
but
me.
you're the oldest person to be born in this house.
Oh,
So,
okay.
and then fast forward to 1945, my father was born at the Morehead City Hospital. I know that's a fact. And he actually was raised in a train caboose, converted into an apartment that was in this backyard. 2 years later, 1947, Faye was born. She also was raised in a train caboose in this backyard. Got that? Okay. So, my grandpa KG died in 1952. My grandmother lived until 1972. My earliest memory as a child was when my father brought me in here to see her. She was in a hospital bed in the middle room here. She was 90 years old, and I was terrified of her, a 90-year-old woman as a 3-year-old. So that is my earliest memory. And it's ironic to me that it's come full circle that I didn't like this house. I thought it was haunted. Yeah, and so, but anyway, the Carteret County history is very important to me, and as I get older, I appreciate the heritage down here, and I just feel very, very fortunate that we have been able to be able to get this house back in the family. And I told my children, when Cecilia and I are gone, they can get rid of all of our possessions, but this house has to stay in the family. We don't want it to leave the family again. It left our family in 85, and we got it back last year. So, the most important person I want to honor today is my father. My father and I don't have a whole lot in common. My dad, I'm wearing a t-shirt and jeans today, but usually don't see me wearing jeans. I usually wear khakis and a polo. My dad's a t-shirts and jeans guy. He likes country music. I like rock and roll. He works with his hands, and I work with my mind. I can't build or fix anything hardly, but this really has brought us close together, really. This has been the connector. So my dad certainly deserves every bit of praise he gets for doing his part of the deal here. I told him that if we got this house, he was going to have to be the one to fix it because I didn't have any money left to do it, and I didn't have the skills to do it. So, and I think you'll see he did his part of the job. So, and he's going to have the honor of hanging the plaque today, and then Phyllis is going to lead us into the house for the floor. So, and thank Chuck Larry for coming. Up, Rodney. Cecilia actually might want to talk.
Very good, Miss Cecilia. You have to applaud for Miss Cecilia.
Just very briefly, just looking around, and each and every one of you have had some part in either restoring the house or taking care of our animals while we are out here. Lots of moral support, lots of advice. We just appreciate all of you. And I just feel very special that I've been able to become sort of a part of the Promised Land Society, even though I'm from off. I appreciate you guys allowing me to be a part of that, and mostly really want to thank my parents because they played a very big part in helping us get this house. So we just feel very fortunate to have all of you in our lives, and it's been a great journey.
See, where are your parents?
Mom, Dad. Here. Dad's right here behind the tree, trying to hide.
And talking about Ray's skill, I have no mechanical skill either. And talking about Ray's skill, and Genevieve said it well when she walked up. Genevieve just lived down the alley right there and spent a lot of time in this house. And remember, I hugged you and you stood there and you saw it and she said, it's just exactly the way it was. And that's the detail that Ray, and the love that Ray brought into this. And it's amazing how he has recaptured the home place. And it's just been exciting to see him do it. I see Judge Phillips over there. Judge Phillips helped him too. Judge was the painter in the back. We had a high-ranking judge that did the painting in the back shed. Appreciate that. Good friend of Ray's, okay? Now, we're to the plaquing situation. Do Steve and Juanita and Durwood come forward? And Shannon and Ray, is that the proper procedure?